I got one more little piece of information for you for our strange science for today. I'm going to pop right over to that now. So I thought this was super interesting. This is from science.org. I'm only going to read the abstract on this. There's a whole paper on it, and we'll look at some of the stuff. But because human same-sex sexual behavior is heritable and leads to fewer offspring, how same-sex or SSB associated alleles have persisted and whether they will remain in the human population are of an interest. Using UK Biobank, we address these questions separately. For bisexual behavior, BSB, and exclusive SSB, same-sex behavior, after confirming their genetic distinction, we discovered that male BSB is genetically positively correlated with the number of offspring. This unexpected phenomenon is attributable to the horizontal pleiotropy of male risk-taking behavior. Associated allele because male risk-taking behavior is genetically positively correlated with both BSB and the number of offspring, and because genetically controlled male risk-taking behavior abolishes the genetic correlation between male BSB and the number of offspring. By contrasting, SSB is genetically negatively correlated with the number of offspring. Our results suggest that male bisexual behavior associated alleles are likely reproductively advantageous, which may explain their past persistence and predict the future maintenance, and that SSB associated alleles are likely to be selected against at present. So the genes for bisexual behavior, or at least in males, is advantageous because they are intrinsically linked to the genes for risk-taking behavior. In other words, to trigger reproductive behavior. In other words, they bisexual people get it on more and have more babies. Same-sex behavior is not uncommon in animals and has been observed in mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and vertebrates across human societies. 2 to 10% of individuals perform SSB. Human SSB is heritable, with a broad sense heritability of 30%. Using genome-wide association, GWAS, Ghana and et al., the rest of the team, discovered 5 genomic loci that are associated with SSB. Because SSB leads to fewer children, it has been a long-standing evolutionary puzzle why natural selection has not eliminated the genetic variant underlying SSB. Many hypotheses have been proposed to explain the genetic persistence of SSB because, for example, sexual antagonistic pleiotropy, kin selection, and overdominance. However, empirical evidence supports any of the hypothesis has been scanty until recently. Specifically, in support of antagonistic pleiotropy hypothesis, detected a positive genetic correlation between same-sex behavior and the number of sexual partners among individuals who perform exclusive opposite sex behaviors, OSB. That is, OSB individuals carrying SSB associated alleles tend to have more sexual partners than OSB individuals not carrying such alleles. Because the number of sexual partners of an OSB individual positively predicts the number of children in pre-modern society, the above finding could, in principle, explain the genetic maintenance of SSB in the past. That is, although SSB alleles predispose an individual to SSB, which leads to fewer children, these alleles are associated with more sexual partners and thereby more children among OSB more children among OSB individuals. However, widespread widespread contraception in modern societies decouples the number of children from the number of sexual partners and consequently terminates the above mechanism for the genetic maintenance of SSB. SSB is genetically negatively correlated with the number of children in the contemporary UK population, suggesting that at least in this population, SSB as a whole is no longer genetically maintained. Note that although the reproductive output of a person in modern society is influenced by many non-biological factors in addition to biological factors, the mean number of children of a genotype remains primarily determinant of the fitness and evolutionary fate of the genotype. To investigate the potential genetic maintenance of subtype SSB, here we separately examine bisexual behavior in exclusive SSB, ESSB. It is debated whether sexual orientation is continuous or discrete. The existence of bisexuality was historically controversial because some considered self-reported bisexuals either homosexual or heterosexual, but recent evidence supports bisexuality as a sexual orientation class distinct from both homosexuality and heterosexuality. Further suggested genetic discontinuity of SSB stratified by the proportion of same-sex sexual partners. Furthermore, we investigated the sexual behaviors for the two sexes separately because because they were known disparities between male and female sexual orientation patterns. For instance, women are more likely to report a bisexual than an exclusively homosexual orientation, while men show the opposite. In addition, men's sexual orientation closely matches their sexual arousal patterns, while women do not. Analyzing the UK Biobank, which harbors the genotypic and phenotypic information from approximately 0.5 million British participants, we provided evidence that BSS and SSB are genetically non-identical, justifying separate analysis of these two traits. Our analysis suggests that male BSB as associated alleles are reproductively advantageous, whereas ESSB associated alleles are reproductively disadvantageous. The findings in this paper are meant to add to a better understanding of sexuality because they deal with specific sample groups. They may not be representative of a general pattern across populations with diverse cultural, social, economic, and political environments. So yeah, I've got the disclaimer there. Yeah. So there we have it. They found genetic markers to identify bisexual people, and they have found that it was historically advantageous because we're hornier. Yeah, interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's. You should just use the Holy Spirit board. Yeah, let's see. John says, been using a Ouija board as a cutting board. It kind of messed up. It keeps bringing the chicken back to life. Yeah, the Holy Spirit board. That's how we talk to Jesus. The Holy Spirit board. And I can confirm without, actually I have eyewitnesses that this thing actually is real and works. We did talk to Jesus. It was very enlightening and life-changing. Anyway, yeah, please remember to be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time.